Yo, check this out. This Mase, newest and youngest member of Bad Boy. I'm young, I'm pretty, I hit hard, I'm in the best shape of my life. Don't nobody want to challenge me right now. So when you think of Mase, you think of Harlem World, think it's not a game. Harlem World, double up.
He want receipts. Let's start with your mother. Your mother got the receipts. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts. You need more proof? Biggie ain't here, so Big can't give you no receipts. He dead. Craig Mack can't give you receipts. He dead. What are you talking about? Who else? Black Rob can't give you receipts. He dead. And everybody else you made sign paperwork so they can't talk about what I'm talking about. I'm the only one with the guts. And I sign it. Cause I ain't need the money. All money ain't good money. Remember that. Remember that. Remember that. You know who to play with, nigga.
Oh, I know you're on the Bad Boy tour, and it's been incredible. The write-ups have just been so incredible about it. Why do you think that Bad Boys had so much popularity with everybody?
Because we just have a superstar cast and everybody come out and get their best.
Okay.
And nobody acts stuck up.
Mm-hmm.
And we style by Groovy Lou.
All right, all right. Now, you know, everybody loves Bad Boy, but, you know, there are a lot of girls out there that like you, too. So why do you think that the ladies are, like, really feeling Mase?
I don't know, I guess my voice. I just talk real slow.
In a surprising and revealing move, Mase has opened up about his experiences with Diddy, sharing how he managed to extricate himself from what he describes as a deeply troubling situation. This disclosure comes at a particularly charged time for Diddy, who is currently under intense scrutiny due to a slew of recent allegations and controversies. With the pressure mounting and accusations piling up against the music mogul, Mase's account offers a new and personal perspective on the situation. His story delves into the complexities of his relationship with Diddy, shedding light on the challenges he faced while navigating his way out of what he felt was a problematic and potentially compromising position. As Diddy finds himself increasingly in the spotlight and dealing with various legal and public issues, Mase's revelations provide a significant insight into the broader narrative of Diddy's controversies. It's clear that the unfolding drama has many layers, and Mase's experiences add a crucial piece to the puzzle, revealing the behind-the-scenes struggles and dynamics at play. Back in the 1990s, Mase and Diddy were undeniably one of hip-hop's most iconic duos. At the time, Diddy, then known as Puff Daddy, was making waves as a renowned producer and label owner. Meanwhile, Mase was the 19-year-old rising star from Harlem, bringing his youthful charisma and raw talent to the scene. They were the hottest pair in the industry, and their success seemed almost surreal. Imagine being 26 and 19 years old, riding that wave of fame and success. It must have felt incredible, like living in a dream. They both expressed their gratitude for their achievements, often reflecting on how blessed they felt. They were constantly aware of how their hard work and faith had led them to such incredible heights. During this era, Diddy and Mase were the epitome of smooth. They dominated the hip-hop world, and their partnership was nothing short of legendary. Their flashy outfits, coordinated looks in their music videos, and their overall vibe made them the dynamic duo of the time, almost like hip-hop's version of Batman and Robin. But as we've seen, a lot has changed since those days. Fast forward to 2024, and the landscape of their relationship and careers is vastly different. The duo that once set trends and ruled the charts now finds themselves dealing with personal and professional dynamics, with new controversies and challenges reshaping their legacies.
And you guys, you bet the hottest guy's going today. How must that feel at 26 and 19 years old?
I mean, we feel blessed. We, thank God for everything. We constantly pray and know that He's responsible for everything that has been blessed and granted to us. That's what we try to tell young kids, that it's important to have God in your life.
Mase and Diddy's story began to unfold in the late 90s, a time when both were shaping their futures in the world of hip-hop. Before Mase teamed up with Diddy and joined Bad Boy Records, he was just a young guy from the streets of Harlem. He and his cousin Cameron, known as Killer Cam back then, were part of a group called Children of the Corn. Alongside other notable rappers like Bloodshed, McGruff, and the legendary Big L, Mase was carving out his place in the scene under the stage name Murder Mase. However, Murder Mase's career hit a snag in 1996. That's when Mase's twin sister Stacyn played a pivotal role in changing his trajectory. She introduced him to Kuda Love, who was Biggie's road manager at the time. Kuda Love saw potential in Mase and took him to a rap convention in Atlanta, where Puff Daddy and Jermaine Dupri were also present. At that convention, Mase had one one shot to impress Diddy with his freestyle at the Hard Rock Cafe. Determined not to waste this opportunity, Mase delivered a standout performance. By the time he finished, Diddy was so impressed that he offered Mase a contract on the spot, signing him to Bad Boy Records. This marked the beginning of what would become a legendary bromance. Mase reflected on their bond, noting how Diddy was the first person he met who saw things in the same way he did. Puff was like the first person I ever met that saw things the exact same way, Mase said. A lot of people thought I was overdoing it, that I worked too hard or wanted things too perfect. But to me, perfect is the right way, and I don't settle for anything less. It was amazing to find someone else who shared that drive and didn't settle either.
Puff was like the first person I ever met that see things the same exact way. Like, a lot of people look at me like, he's overdoing it, he worked too hard, or he want things too perfect. To me, perfect is the right way. And I don't settle for nothing, and it was just amazing to meet somebody else that don't settle like that.
When Mase signed his $250,000 contract with Bad Boy Records, he was given a $50,000 advance, marking the beginning of a significant shift in his career. The label decided to rebrand him from Murder Mase to just Mase, aiming to make him more marketable and appealing to a broader audience. With this new identity, Mase quickly became a sensation. He was the quintessential ladies' man, charismatic with a charming smile and those signature dimples. His rap skills were undeniable, and his magnetic personality made him a standout figure in hip-hop.
When I was growing up, I was like the good-hearted kid. I had my little devilish ways, but my mother used to always tell me my smile get me out of everything, and my eyes always look like I'm innocent, so I got away with a lot of things. No matter who I'm communicating with, as long as I smile, I get away with it.
But this transformation wasn't just about a new name. Bad Boy Records also revamped Mase's music and image. Gone were the gritty street stories and hardcore rap themes of his past. In their place came a more radio-friendly sound and lyrics tailored to a mainstream audience. His style evolved too, ditching the baggy pants and gangster look from his days with Children of the Corn for flashy and stylish fashion items. Mase and Diddy also became known for their quirky, high-energy dance moves in their music videos. This shift in style and image was part of a broader strategy to position Mase as a polished, high-profile artist who could appeal to a wider demographic. The combination of his new look, updated music style, and undeniable charm helped solidify Mase's place as one of the era's most prominent and beloved figures in hip-hop. Mase quickly became Diddy's right-hand man, effectively playing the role of Robin to Diddy's Batman. Their chemistry was undeniable, and they even coordinated their outfits, showcasing their tight partnership. This dynamic duo produced several hit records together, with one of their standout collaborations being the track Can't Nobody Hold Me Down. Can't Nobody Hold Me Down was a massive success, topping the Billboard Hot 100 and holding that position for an impressive 12 weeks. It was also certified 2 times platinum, marking Mase as a bona fide star in the music industry. Mase's influence extended beyond just performing. He also played a crucial role behind the scenes. He wrote the majority of the material for Diddy's debut solo album, No Way Out, which was a major success. With Biggie Smalls' tragic death in March 1997, the spotlight turned even more intensely on Mase. As the new face of Bad Boy Records, there was a lot of pressure on him to fill the void left by Biggie. Adding to his rising prominence, Mase was featured on Biggie's second posthumous single, Mo Money Mo Problems. This track further solidified his place in the spotlight and demonstrated that he was not just a sidekick, but a key player in the label's future. With all eyes on him, Mase was set to carry the torch for Bad Boy Records and continue its legacy of success. With the buzz surrounding Mase at an all-time high, it was time for him to drop his debut album. Released in October 1997, Harlem World was a deeply personal project for Mase. The title wasn't just a nod to his roots, but a tribute to everyone from Harlem who had made sacrifices and contributed to his journey. Mase wanted to honor those who had paved the way, big and small, and bring together the spirit of Harlem as a united family. The impact of Harlem World was immediate and powerful. The album debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 and sold an impressive 273,000 copies in its first week. Over time, it achieved 4 times platinum status, a testament to its massive success and Mase's star power. The album's success didn't go unnoticed in the industry. It was even nominated for Best Rap Album at the Grammys. Mase's debut was more than just a commercial hit. It marked him as a significant and influential artist in hip-hop. Following this success, Mase ventured into entrepreneurship, launching his own label, All Out Records. This move signaled his growing influence in the music industry and his ambition to shape his career on his own terms. Mase was on a roll, and he wasn't just focused on his own success. As he established his label, All Out Records, he signed his group, Harlem World, as the first acts on his roster. This move was a way for Mase to uplift his friends and give back to his community. Harlem World included a mix of talent: Blinky Blink, Cardin, Huddy, Sugar J Mino, Loon, and even Mase's twin sister, Baby Stace. The group released their album The Movement in March 1999, and it quickly earned gold certification, a clear indicator that Mase was at the peak of his career. With his influence growing, he was gearing up to drop his second studio album, Double Up. During the promotional tour for Double Up, Mase made headlines for a different reason. In a surprising interview with Funkmaster Flex on Hot 97, Mase dropped a bombshell that shocked fans and the music industry alike.
I got my man Mase on the phone. What's up, baby?
I'm chilling, Flex. I feel mad good.
I gotta let a fax today from Magic Johnson Music. It says Mase is retiring from the rap game.
Gotta do what make me happy. You know, a lot of people gonna say I'm crazy, I'm leaving money behind and a lot of things. But it's just, you know, how I feel in my heart. Once God puts something in your heart, you know, God talks to everybody different.
So you saying you don't want to make any more albums?
I don't want to make no records. I don't want to rap on no records, and I don't want to run no record companies.
I don't think people want that, Mase. You might be outvoted. What you gonna do?
If I'm outvoted, then I'm just outvoted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel as though, like, you know, like the late great Tupac and people like Biggie, they got the same messages. They just didn't act on it. So when you look at it in that realm, it's like, whoa.
I appreciate you calling, Big Daddy.
On air, Mase declared he was stepping away from music. I don't want to make no records. I don't want to rap on no records. And I don't want to run no record companies, he said. Flex was taken aback and questioned whether people would be disappointed, to which Mase responded, "If I'm outvoted, then I'm just outvoted." He drew a parallel between his decision and the messages of late rappers like Tupac and Biggie, suggesting that while they had similar thoughts, they didn't act on them. In a dramatic twist, Mase announced he was retiring from rap to pursue a new path as a pastor. At the height of his career, with 2 successful albums under his belt and a rapidly rising star, this decision marked a profound shift from the spotlight of hip-hop to a completely different calling. Mase's decision to step away from his burgeoning rap career to become a pastor took everyone by surprise, especially given his immense success. Known now as Pastor Mason, his career pivot was a dramatic shift from the spotlight to a more spiritual path. Before making the announcement to the world, Mase shared that Diddy was the first person he confided in about his decision. Reflecting on the conversation, Mase recalled, "I think Puff was the first person I told." His reaction? I mean, he was actually really supportive. I thought he'd be the opposite, but he was like, "If God told you to do that, you really need to do that." So, yeah, he was supportive. That's how it's supposed to be.
Now, do you remember, like, who was the first person you told, like, I'm done with this?
I think Puff was the first person I told.
What was his reaction?
What did Puff say?
I mean, he was actually real supportive. I thought he would be the opposite, but he was like, if God told you to do that, you really need to do that.
Definitely.
Wow, all right. Supportive. That's what it's supposed to be like. Well, what
Have you spoken to Puff lately? Do y'all talk or what?
Well, actually, we not really on speaking terms, but, you know, I still pray for the dude, and I pray that all is well with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, P. Diddy's supposed to be releasing a gospel album. What came to your mind when you heard that? What thoughts did you have?
Y'all want me to answer that?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, can RuPaul put out a gospel album?
But don't you think that everybody can express themselves?
Definitely.
And if he,
they can.
Despite this initial support, Mase later revealed that he and Diddy were no longer on speaking terms. "We're not really on speaking terms, but, you know, I still pray for the dude and I pray that all is well with him," Mase explained. When asked about Diddy's rumored gospel album, Mase's reaction was candid. "Y'all want me to answer that?" he said, suggesting he had mixed feelings about the situation. It's clear that while their relationship may have strained over time, Mase's transition from hip-hop to pastoral life remains a significant and personal journey, marked by both his faith and his evolving connections within the music industry. The tension between Mase and Diddy escalated significantly after Mase's transition to pastoral life. The 2 former collaborators began a very public feud, with accusations flying back and forth. Diddy, now known as Brother Love, labeled Mase a fake pastor, while Mase struck back, accusing Diddy of being a thief and of slandering his name. Mase didn't hold back in his critiques. He called out Diddy for allegedly failing to pay his artists properly. Mase claimed that despite his debut album's multi multi-platinum success and his contributions to several hit records for Diddy, he only saw a fraction of what he was owed. He accused the Bad Boy Records label of systematically underpaying its artists, including Biggie. He didn't want me to grow at anything, and to anybody. Is that gonna bother you? Yeah, especially if I'm producing the work, Mase said. Puff would go out and party, and I would be in the studio writing the records, and then I'd just come back and say, this is his part. I didn't get no respect.
Like, he didn't want me to grow at anything. And to anybody, is that gonna bother you?
Yeah.
Especially if I'm producing the work. Yeah. Puff would go out and party, and I would be in the studio writing the records, and then I just come back and say, he'll say this is his part, or ain't getting the respect. And I don't think you're like that.
No.
So that became really frustrating for me, because I'm
looking.
looking.
You don't think you like that? What that mean?
I did one album with Mase. One album. How much money do you think I owe this guy? One album, and then he became a fake pastor and went and conned people, and then y'all gonna let him throw dirt on the God's name?
Diddy has firmly denied any allegations of financial misconduct, insisting that he has never stolen from any of his artists. Instead, he challenged anyone who believes they've been wronged to come forward with proof. Diddy labeled Mase a fake pastor and a con artist, suggesting that Mase's accusations were a desperate attempt to shift blame for his financial troubles. Diddy claimed that rather than owing Mase money, it was actually Mase who owed him $3 million. When you get to a certain point and the money is running low, you gotta run this hustle to try to find somebody to blame, Diddy said. Fight for your reputation. I'm gonna fight for my reputation. I'm gonna fight for the honorable man I am, the righteous king that I am.
People have this thing called the tap out button. When you get to a certain point and the money is running low, you gotta run this hustle to try to find somebody to blame. Fight for your reputation. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna fight for my reputation. I'm gonna fight for the honorable man I am, the righteous king that I am. I'm not perfect, you know what I'm saying?
Diddy also pointed out that they only did one album together. One album. How much money do you think I owe this guy? One album. And then he became a fake pastor and went and conned people, he added, suggesting that Mase's claims were part of a broader scheme to cover up his own financial shortcomings. On the other hand, Mase argued that many artists who were underpaid or wronged by Bad Boy Records are silenced by either death or non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, which prevents them from speaking out. This adds another layer to the ongoing feud, as both sides continue to present their versions of the truth. The conversation about Mase's comments on Bad Boy artists and their untimely deaths leads us into a larger, eerie narrative, the so-called Puff Daddy curse. It's a chilling pattern that seems to follow the people associated with Diddy's ventures, from Bad Boy Records to Uptown Records. Let's rewind to the early days of Uptown Records, where the roster included Andre Harrell, Kim, Al B, Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy himself. Kim was a key figure from the start, serving as Andre Harrell's personal assistant. Tragically, Kim passed away, as did Heavy D and Andre Harrell. Al B, Sure, and Puffy are the remaining figures from that original lineup. The fact that so many key players from Uptown Records have passed away has sparked conversations about whether there's a curse linked to Diddy's professional affiliations. It's a macabre thought, but the pattern certainly raises eyebrows. Another point of contention in Mase and Diddy's relationship is their financial dealings. Back in the 90s, Diddy acquired the rights to Mase's publishing for $20,000. Fast forward to now, and Mase offered Diddy $2 million to reclaim those same rights. However, Diddy demanded Mase match a higher offer from a European buyer before considering the sale. This refusal to negotiate fairly has fueled their ongoing feud. Mase has also taken to publicly dissing Diddy during his performances, intensifying the drama between them. The bad blood is palpable, and it doesn't seem like this beef is winding down anytime soon. Mase has been outspoken about his past with Diddy and his experiences with Bad Boy Records, making it clear that he doesn't see himself as just another artist who faced hardships under Diddy's label. His rhymes reflect his disdain and the bitter memories he carries from that era. He's known for his vivid and raw lyrics, addressing his struggles and feelings with intense emotion. Mase's 2005 attempt to join G-Unit was a notable moment in his career. 50 Cent was keen on signing Mase, but Diddy's $2 million release fee was too steep for him. That roadblock meant Mase stayed with Bad Boy longer than he'd hoped. In 2009, Mase made a bold move to exit Bad Boy. He showed up at an Atlanta radio station station where Diddy was working, armed with papers that he believed would free him from his contract. Diddy signed the documents, but in a twist, it turned out that Mase was only free for a year. Despite the short-lived freedom, Mase managed to extricate himself from Bad Boy in 2012. Today, Mase is reportedly signed to Death Row Records, but that hasn't put an end to his beef with Diddy. The tension remains high as Mase continues to express his grievances and reflect on his tumultuous history with the label. While Mase might be free from his previous contract, the scars from his time with Bad Boy and his ongoing conflict with Diddy are far from healed. Now Mase is talking about the horrible Diddy used to be involved in. Recently, TMZ reported that Netflix emerged victorious in a fierce bidding war for 50 Cent's much-anticipated docuseries, Diddy Do It? This project is set to explore the dramatic fall of Sean Combs, delving into the myriad legal battles and accusations that have surrounded him. The multi-part documentary will cover serious allegations, including trafficking, and rape, offering a comprehensive look at the controversies through the eyes of those directly involved. 50 Cent took to social media to celebrate the news, putting his signature spin on the victory. He posted a triumphant message saying, "It's okay guys, we're all making great television. Mine just happens to be the best. Netflix wins the bidding war, but if more victims keep coming out, I'm gonna need more episodes." Mase is finally breaking his silence about Diddy and has hinted that he's ready to spill the beans soon. During a recent episode of It Is What It Is, Stat Baby kicked things off by discussing a past appearance where Cameron went on CNN to address Diddy's alleged 2016 assault on Cassie. Cameron expressed his frustration with the interview, feeling that the focus was solely on the negative allegations against Diddy while ignoring the positive projects he and Mase were working on. To make the most of the situation, Cameron decided to promote their business ventures before moving on. Mase is gearing up to shed more light on his experiences and complex relationship with Diddy. Fans can expect some intriguing insights and possibly more drama as Mase prepares to share his side of the story. Mase chimed in and addressed his silence on Diddy's allegations, explaining, "I'm saving my takes for the documentary. If y'all wondering how I feel, it's coming soon." Pause. The ex-Bad Boy artist didn't specify what or whose documentary he was alluding to, but one particular project recently was the subject of a massive bidding war. Fans think Mase is gonna say something insane. One person wrote, "I've been saying this for a long time. Mase definitely knows more than we have heard, because after working with Diddy, Mase didn't just walk away from the music industry, he ran to God." Another added, "The fact that Mase left Bad Boy and the industry as a whole in the 90s to supposedly become a pastor says to me that a lot of evil was going down." So, what do you think? Comment down below and let us know. If you like this video, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be the first to see my next video. I post updates like this every week where I uncover the secrets of your favorite celebrities.